What's up, world? It's your boy, Jerron Eitner, back again from the reaction for Starstruck TV. Eminem just dropped a brand new song from the soundtrack to the Stands documentary, which just came out on Paramount Plus. The song is actually seemingly an old track. I'm pretty sure that it's an old song from the 2000s era. The song's called Everybody's Looking for Me. And honestly, the song is pretty cool, man. I really love that particular era of Eminem just because of the fact that, like, for me, conversational Eminem, like the Eminem where he's telling a story or talking to you like a paragraph, is, in my opinion, one of the best rappers of all time. Current Eminem, fine. I mean, he shows his ability to rhyme words together, but that particular era of Eminem, particularly from like the Eminem Show, post Marshall Mathers LP, all the way through 8 Mile, D12 album, you had like this Eminem that was just basically like talking to you the same way I'm talking to you right now, except that it rhymed. And that's kind of what this song is. It's his old school flow where he's writing like a kind of an old school Eminem kind of beat. The chorus is a play on the song I always feel like somebody's watching me, which is Michael Jackson, which is kind of ironic if you know the history between Michael Jackson and Eminem. It's actually kind of funny that that's the hook. But this song is dope. It's very, very, very cool. I really like I said before, I really just like old school conversational Eminem. I think it's the version that like resonates with me the most. And the song definitely fits into like the scope of what he's trying to do with that documentary, which kind of feels like it's basically like looking at his career and looking at his fan base and looking how rabid his fans can get. So the song is very fitting with everybody's watching me, everybody's looking at me. It fits the theme. With that said, we could talk about the soundtrack real quick because I knew that it was coming, but it kind of slipped under the radar a little bit. And to be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed because essentially the soundtrack is essentially just some of his hit singles. It's basically like Curtain Call 3, if I'm being real about it. So like the sound, I'll read the track list for the soundtrack. It's Stan, obviously. Bad Guy, which is basically Stan Part 2. A Rose, which is from Revival, I believe. One of the best songs from Revival. Beautiful, Not Afraid, Rap God, the live version of Stan at the Wembley 2014 performance, Just Don't Give a F, Say Goodbye to Hollywood, the new song or the unreleased bonus track, Everybody Looking at Me, Still Don't Give a F, and then Stan, his performance with Elton John. So it's really just kind of like a greatest hits song, but it seems like the songs that they chose were very like thematic to the tone of what they're trying to tell with the documentary, which kind of feels like a missed opportunity. I would have loved to get like some new music of Eminem now, kind of expressing himself on this, but all this is basically old crap, including the new song that just came out. It has an old vibe to it. But with that said, I'm not mad at it. The new song is cool. I think that I'm going to check out the documentary. I'll probably maybe do a review or reaction on the documentary once I watch it. But I'm excited to watch it because, you know, I'm a big Eminem fan. But I'd love to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about Everybody's Looking at Me? Do you like the song? What was your favorite bar? There's a couple shots on there from a couple people. I think there's not Elton John shot, I should say, but he does talk about Elton John on there. It's a cool song, and I'm actually curious, like, is this a new song? It doesn't sound like it's a new song. It sounds like it's really like old school Eminem, from the vocal tones to the flow. But I also know that Eminem likes to play around with that. There's a whole controversy with Eminem right now, talking about, did he use AI on his last album to make himself sound younger? Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. I don't think we'll ever know, honestly, what the truth is. But only time will tell. I think one of the big questions on everybody's mind is this going to lead to a new album or new project from Eminem? I know that there's rumors that Eminem and 50 Cent are working together on an album, which I would love to hear, especially if it's Dr. Dre produced. But honestly, what I really want from Eminem right now would be either some more acting. Like, I want to see him do some more stuff. I know he did a cameo in Happy Gilmore too, but I think there's a hidden passion deep down to where I want to see Eminem on the silver screen a lot more. But then also, I want him to get back in the lab with Dr. Dre to do another album with just him and Dre, on the same tip of his old school stuff. A dream scenario, honestly, like the perfect Eminem album for me right now would be if he actually linked up with the Bass Brothers. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. If you're an Eminem fan, you might know about the Bass Brothers, but the Bass Brothers were instrumental in the production of the Slim Shady LP. They did some production on the Marshall Mathers LP. They did a little bit of production on Eminem's show, but over time they kind of like pulled themselves back from working with Eminem. I know they still do in like very small capacity, but I would love it if Eminem and Bass Brothers just did a full album together like they did with the Slim Shady LP. That would be crazy, and that's what I was hoping for when he did the Death of Slim Shady. I was hoping that was going to be a Bass Brothers collaboration, and like I said, I think they're sprinkled on there a little bit. I don't actually. I don't think they're on there. I have to look that up, but I would. That's what I would really love. And maybe this new song, this Everybody's Looking at Me, which kind of has that Bass Bros, old school Eminem kind of like, it's so hard to describe that sound, but that the single that we're talking about here has that old school sound. So maybe it's leading to something that will be a project that's in line with like an old school Slim Shady LP type of vibe. Even the songs on the Stand soundtrack, some of them have that song, like Just Don't Give a Fuck. That's a Bass Bros sound with that particular driving bass that's known for Eminem's early stuff. Songs like Drug Ballad, Just Don't Give a Fuck, just a bunch of them that are just some of my favorite all-time Eminem songs, especially when it's coupled with the storytelling. Like storytelling Eminem over Bass Brothers production is just, it's that chef's kiss that I've been craving for a very, very long time. And so this song gives me a lot of hope. I'm hoping that, the response to it, or maybe just like, maybe it is a brand new song. Maybe this is something that Eminem has kept in his pocket this entire time. But I'm hoping that the response to this song and maybe Eminem having a bit of nostalgia will lead to a new Eminem album that will have Bass Bros production. Like that's literally like the only thing I really want from him at this point is like a Bass Bros top to bottom produced album. Not even really top to bottom, but like give me 10 out of the 12 tracks on the album. Make the last two Dre. Right? Because on the recent projects from Eminem, he likes to do a lot of different producers, and then he likes to do his own production, and there might be like one Dre beat on there. It's like, no, I want him to sit down with one producer, maybe two, and just do a whole project front to back. Whether it's Dre, whether it's Bass Brothers, whether it's like Alchemist, whether it's like whoever. I would just love if he just sat down and did that. That'd be really cool to see. I don't know if that'll actually happen or not, but that's my dream scenario. But what would you guys want from an Eminem album? Are you going to check out the Stands documentary? Let me know what you guys think when you watch it. Have you watched it yet? And then let me know what you think about the new single for Everybody Looking at Me. If you're watching this, make sure you're liking and following because I'm going to have plenty of updates and plenty of new content for that ass. So one love, peace, see you later. Bow.